Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. So, last weekend I was invited by my friend who I met on Hello Talk, as well as her husband and their other English teaching friend to go down to Minsokcheon, which is a traditional style Korean village. They drove us both down there and paid for a lot of our food and snacks and things along the way, so I'm incredibly grateful to them. It still blows me away how generous people have been to me so far. I had a wonderful time there, and I wanted to share that with you. So, let's just jump right into it. Now, the main theme of Minsokcheon is that it shows traditional style Korean architecture of various types and regions. In most regions, there was a distinct lower and upper class, with the lower class living in small houses with straw roofs, while the upper class would often live in larger homes with wooden roofs. Sometimes with multiple buildings for extra family members and servants, and a courtyard with plenty of foliage. The interiors of these homes would usually have dirt floors and stone steps with wooden doors and small hallway spaces. To cook, there was a kitchen area with a pot over a fire. There would be shelves hanging from the ceiling by rope, and a small bedroom area with a floor heated by a system called an ondol. Basically, the fire for cooking would vent through a shaft running under the bedroom floor, heating it in the process. This type of system is still present in modern Korean homes, although they're usually heated by hot water instead now. Between homes, and really wherever there was space, there were gardens and farms of all kinds of crops. Ancient Korea was a very agrarian society. This section of the park was designed to replicate the architecture of ancient Jeju Island. Jeju has a much more tropical climate than the rest of Korea, so the architecture was a little different. These are pigs which are famous for being raised in Jeju. This building is from a very windy province, so the building was built to be stronger and more sheltered. And this is a sawan, which was an ancient form of educational facility for upper-class children. It had an ancient-style library, and I believe this was a dining room for the students. Near the sawan was an ancient-style cafe, a pond, a traditional swing set, and an ancient-style raft. One of the most interesting things to me was the various methods for mashing beans and grain. There were the mortar and pestle, and the mallet, this automatic water pounder, here it is from inside the hut, this similar human-powered hammer, and a more familiar water wheel pounder. I was told there's a traditional saying about forbidden lovers meeting inside this place for secret affairs. After the grinding, beans and grain, along with kimchi, would be stored in these pots for long periods of time. We came across lunchtime, and we headed to the food court. We had an acorn salad, and I had bibimbap. On the menu, you could get some delicious fried rice. This being Korea, there is no shortage of, let's say, interesting English. After lunch, we came across this tree with ribbons decorating its branches. Each color represents a different cardinal direction, and it was supposed to bring good luck to anyone who walked past it. We then entered an area covered in flowers. This was dedicated to a class of female entertainers called kiseng. Of course, I had to get a picture with them. We spent the rest of the day watching various performances. This first one was about punishment by spanking. They pulled a few volunteers from the audience and absolutely loved this guy because he was wearing a woman's dress. Most of the show was spent ridiculing the volunteers for their life decisions.
고생했으니까 내가 이 연장 한 장 드리도록 하겠습니다. 들어가시오.
Next, we watched this traditional instrument performance with drums, cymbals, and acrobatic stunts. A key part of these performances is the plate spinning. This gentleman performs various tosses and stunts with a balance spinning plate. A big part of these performances is when they pull a member of the audience to hold the plate and toss it to him. This was my second time seeing this kind of performance, so I expected all of that. But what I didn't expect was this guy coming up and pulling me to the stage. So, I walked up and joined the performance. Oops. After the instrumental performance, we watched this horse show. And to finish the day, we watched this amazing performance on an instrument called a kayagam.
사랑 사랑 내 사랑이야 동문 내 사랑 이제는 더 이상 얽매이기는 싫어요 신나는 TV에 월급 봉투에
So, that was my day at Minsokcheon. If you happen to be in Korea and have a full day to do something interesting, I would definitely recommend visiting Minsokcheon. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below, please leave a like, and I'll catch you next time.